This is Adrian Barnes. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
On the interstate, hope I get it there and back. Your baby mama wanna eat me like a midnight snack. Flow.
All right, so we got my guy, Adrian Barnes, jumping off the porch with us. Welcome, bro.
What's good? What's good?
I'm feeling good. How about yourself, man?
Good, man. I'm just good to be alive, man. And things is going well, music, and just been working, traveling from place to place, everywhere. I'm usually living out my suitcase nowadays. So.
Oh, shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. As long as you know you're in demand like that, it's a good feeling to have, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead and shout out to people you brought with you on the porch today, too?
Of course, that's my producer, Hydro. That's my peoples always from the city and up. My nigga Priest and my nigga Trey. And you know, that's you know, I keep my circle small. I fuck with, you know, with the right people at the right time, you know.
Yeah, I dig that, man. So what do you got planned while you're here in Atlanta?
Nothing, just chilling. Came to see y'all. To see y'all, man. And don't forget, shout out my nigga Avery. I gotta shout him out. Shout out O. Shout out Dietrich. Shout out YM. I can't forget my H-Town homeboys, you feel me? I can't forget them. They put me where I'm at, you feel me? But, you know, like I said, just living.
I dig that, man. So you from Louisville, right?
Yes, sir. Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, man. So talk about your experience growing up in Louisville, man.
I mean, like I said, I got a weird lifestyle because, like, my parents worked a lot. So when I wasn't with them, I was at my grandma. My grandmother lived on Broadway. It's like probably like not even a half a mile from Chickasaw Park, and people in Louisville know where that's at. You feel me? And but my parents wanted a better life. Of course. Want to move to the suburbs, all that. So I had best of both worlds, It wasn't like I was just like, I'm some thug, but at the same time, I had street smarts, you feel me? So.
Yeah. And what were you into as a kid? Were you playing sports? You kind of told
I was playing sports. My mom made me do cross country. I ain't even want to do that shit.
Cross country?
Yeah.
Well, what would it be, running like 5-6 miles?
Yeah, I used to have to do that shit, and I used to hate it because I rather smoke, But I played basketball, but really, I got kicked out of what was it, Seneca High School. What was it, my sophomore year, and I went to Fern Creek, and I linked up with this cat named Jalen Rose. That's what his rap name is. I don't know if he rap no more. And he pretty much taught me how to spit bars, because I ain't gonna cap. I like listening to music, but I didn't know how it went. Long story short, I did it, and I've been rapping shit since I stopped rapping. I was rapping almost like a decade ago. In, I messed with Vito from Nappy Roots. I got songs with Casey Veggies. If you go back, I even got songs with Archie Everso, rest in peace. So I got a song with him that's never been released.
Oh, wow.
So I've been in this game for a long time. It's just, I ain't even gonna cap. I'd rather be out in the streets at that time. And I wasn't even brought up like that. My parents took care of us. Worked hard, you feel me? But it's just, my parents is at work, my sister doing her own thing, I'm by myself. So it is, you live how what you see, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
when would you say you jumped off the porch? How were you at the time?
Ooh, shit, like 13, 14.
Oh, wow.
Because, my parents, like I said, they work, so I work. I was working at 14 years old. I worked at McDonald's and, getting my money and doing my little side things, and that's just where it came from. But yeah, it's just like, like I said, I can't say I had a bad life, but I mean, nobody can say they had a perfect life, so.
Yeah. And did you go to college after school, or what?
I went to Western Kentucky. I went to Western Kentucky 05, 06, and probably like I say 07 until I got kicked out. But I started out there with my homie Grant Tinsley and stuff. We was doing WKU's finest. I don't know if y'all know that. That's more of a Western Kentucky thing. It's Kentucky.
Put us on. What is that?
We called ourselves WKU's finest, and we would just back when Wayne used to jack beats, we used to jack beats, throw our logo on there, and just everybody started spitting, around in the campus and stuff. So that's why I really started knew that I could do this shit, you feel me? But still, again, I love weed, so.
And you were working just a regular job before you started really releasing music, right?
Nah, what it is okay, I went to school, got kicked out, I worked with my father as a bread vendor for about almost 20 years. I worked under the table. I learned everything about business from that man. And I honestly, without him, I couldn't do that, knowing how to move and, but at the end of the day, I wanted to live my life. This has always been my dream, to rap. And that's what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People be like, oh, you too old, but I jumped out the Porch last year, and I haven't even messed with no music. And I'm farther than half of these cats that's been working their whole lives. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but really, most of all, I just want to make good music. I don't care about no clout. The money cool, but I just like making good music. You feel me?
And who'd you grow up listening to? Like, who were some of your favorite artists?
Well, if you talking to if I was living with my grandmother, we probably listen to Luther Vandross, some old school, like Michael Jackson. Like, we would listen to, like, you gotta understand, Gary, Indiana wasn't that far from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jackson 5, my mom used to tell me how they used to come to the state fair and stuff like, so, you know, I'm deep into the music, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's deeper than just what you heard or what you seen on YouTube.
Okay. And Adrian Barnes, is that just your real name? Or?
It's my real name. I had a million names and aliases just like everybody else, and I was just like, you know, Harlow did it. Hell, he from Louisville. Fuck it. I might as well do my damn name like the same way. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you dropped your first album in what, 2013?
Yeah. That was like, well, it wasn't even, that was back when like Wiz and that Piff and shit was popping. Like, but at that time I was doing too much. I was out here in these streets way too much, and I just had another kid, and then I wanted to slow down and take care of my family. You feel me? Because that means more to me than none of this shit. You know, I walk out this damn room right now. Oh shit, switch. But yeah, I took care of my family. Fast forward, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying?
So during that whole time, were you recording that? That was like what, 10 years off you took, right?
10 years. Yeah. Yeah, I just kept recording. I mean, I got songs, like I said, I got songs with Archie Eversole, I got a song with Afro Man right now. Never put it. I got drops from Michael Blackson for the past 5-6 years ago. Like, I got these things and I just haven't put them out yet because it wasn't the right time. You know what I'm saying? Time is everything. You know.
Speaking of time, right on cue. So was this something you were always planning? Like, I know I'm gonna get back with this music and start releasing? Or?
Kinda. It's kind of like when niggas is hustling, especially in the 80s, if they invest all their money in gold because they know they could, if they got out of jail, they could bond it out. It was like, well, I had all this music. If shit don't go right with that, I could fall right back to it, you know, like a stepping stone, you know, so.
Yeah. So I'm sure your family was happy that you was around during them 10 years, though, right?
Oh, of course. We went everywhere. Disney World, Universal, just anywhere I made sure they had a great life before, you know, I did what I had to do. Because at the end of the day, you know, as a black man, most of us don't want to be around there for our kids, or not even saying be around there, may not be able to be in this position to be with their kids. So it's like, that was important to me.
Yeah. So what gave you that itch to say, man, let me jump back into it in 2023?
My son, my youngest son.
Really?
He was really, I don't know, he was really surprised that I did music, and he saw all these things, and he's just like, why ain't you doing it? Why ain't you doing it? I was like, I don't know, you know. I like peace, you get what I'm saying? I don't, you know, not saying, you know, if a nigga approached me, it wouldn't be no problems, but I like peace. I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm like Danny Glover, I'm getting too old for this shit.
What was the first song you dropped when you came back then?
First song I dropped when I came back was probably By Myself Was Wrong, and that was a record. I was on house arrest, everything was bad. You know, everybody locked up, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to talk about that shit, but as far as it go, you know. But the biggest record, and shout out, and I'll keep saying it because he's like one of the best rappers to me. He inspired me to get back into music too. Is Bfb Da Packman.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
That's the people's man out there, like real shit. Like, and that was the biggest song that, like, you know, catapult me to get me where I was at, like Reinstate Maegan Hall.
Yeah.
I think it's got like 400,000 or 500,000 views. I don't know.
Yeah, it's out of here, man.
Well, like I said, shout out to BFB. You already know, man. You already know. He always tell me, man, you know we family. You know what it is.
How did that connection happen?
With A-Red, man, like, honestly, when I was trying to get back, I was looking for a good engineer. And I was like, you know, I was really intrigued on how, like, BFB got in the game, because nobody's done that. Nobody's been like, just come off the street, you get a record, it pop, boom, and everybody sees your attention. You know what I'm saying? So I respected that so much. So I was like, why not try to find the source? Excuse me. And talked to A-Red, sent him a couple records. And then, before you know, we just kept doing records. And then I told him, I was like, let's do the record with B. He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. And then it's so funny because I literally recorded the song in 30 minutes, flew out there the next day, and recorded it. And like, that's why I probably don't remember none of the lines. Everything's crazy. Just like the Luh Tyler video. That was like, A-Rad was like, look, bro, we gotta go. You gotta come down here. I was like, boom. And it just all happened. It wasn't no choreograph, like I had the songs written out. Like, it's just been, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah. So going back to Reinstate Maegan Hall, does that take off right away as soon as you drop the video, or take a while for it to build?
No. I had to work, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep working.
People probably looking at you like a new artist at that point, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, you still gotta keep working, because at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like everybody's trying to go viral and everybody's trying to get clout, but all I'm trying to do is just make music and have fun. All that other shit don't mean nothing to me, because if it did, then why am I here in the first place?
Yeah. So going to the Tyler record, talk about that experience.
Man, it's so funny. Shout out to Tyler. That record was amazing because, like I said, it just came out of nowhere. Because I'll tell you something so crazy. I come in there, he's like, you got a hook, how A-Rad is. I was like, yeah. So I laid down the hook, and I laid down the verse. I say an hour later, he lays his down. He mixes it all up. We're shooting a video. We go to, I think, a college party. They play it as soon as we, look, I didn't even pull up and they were playing it. I said, damn, I was like, it's like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, serious business. When you see that as an artist and you don't even pull up yet and they playing your shit and you ain't even on stage yet, I mean, it's like, it's amazing, you know what I'm saying? Considering I just been chilling, you know, for so long. So. Yeah,
the video's over 1 million views, man. I'm sure, you know, that's major for any artist, man.
Well, I mean, like I said, shout out to Tyler, man. He doing his thing, man. I can't hate on no man. I can't hate on no man getting no money, you feel me?
Yeah. And talk about the Wrong record. Then you put Mickey Factz on that, right?
Yeah, shout out to Mickey. Mickey came to me long time ago. I just, like I said, I'd rather be in them streets. I wasn't hearing that shit, so. Me and Mickey, he doing his thing with his school, and like I said, we got stuff in the vault. We got stuff we got the first stuff we did, nobody's even heard yet. We got stuff in the vault, so that's nothing. That's been in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all need to check out Mickey's school so half you rappers can learn how to rap, so.
And now we got the new single going crazy. That's Cheaper with Sada Baby, man. Yeah, talk about this one, bro.
That record, I'm gonna tell y'all the real story about that record. Everyone's gonna be like, no, don't tell. I'm gonna tell them. Okay, that record was originally for Peasy, because we was gonna do a song with Peasy. I did like 2 other records. We was gonna do something with Peasy, and I don't know what happened between that, but you know, that's when he was like, let's do Tyler, and I was like, cool. But yeah, that record was originally for Peasy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Sada killed that shit, you know, you already know what it is, it's Sada, you know, he did it with ease, you know, so.
Did y'all get in the studio together for that one, or?
Nah, I was just, you know, sending shit back and forth.
Okay. Talk about the music video. That shit looked turned though, man.
The music video, we was lit. Cause like even though I had my own smoke, I went out there. I got some Jeters out there, and I think we went to House of Dank out there. It was cool. Like I said, like they weed out there is good too. Really, I can't hate, and you know, like I said, it was a good thing. It was a good thing. I don't know. Yeah. Shout out to A-Rad, he set that shit up, you know what I'm saying? And I can't hate on no nigga. I'm gonna be a real ass motherfucker. If I do what I do, I do what I do, but I'm gonna give niggas flowers, because we ain't all promised to be here tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
And it looked like the song's getting really good feedback, man.
Yeah, but I'm like Kobe when y'all talk about he won game 2 and 3. I'm like, nah, we ain't done yet, bro. We ain't. Like I tell them all the time, and they be playing, we ain't done yet. Like I gotta keep putting out music. That's all it is. That's all it's gonna be.
So what's next? You got the next single already picked out?
Yeah, the next record is probably gonna be Smoking With Me, or y'all gonna hear Nights Like This. And Nights Like This, shout out to Kid Cypher from Louisville. Y'all need to hear about him too. He's nice. When y'all hear that record, y'all gonna be like, wow. Like you can ask all them, that's all they favorite records. They be singing it like they in the shower, you know.
What type of vibe is that record on?
It's more like a R&B record. Like I ain't even gonna lie, something different, just to give you a different sound. Cause like I'm a type of rapper where I'm gonna try something new, or I'm gonna try something different, but I'm not gonna go to where it's like so far left, like what the hell are you doing? So.
Okay. Is a new project in the works, or you just still focusing on singles and videos at this point?
Right Right now, I'm just pretty much doing records right now. I don't even really feel like I'm gonna do an album yet till I get like a right situation, and you know, mess with maybe a couple labels, maybe not. I just want to get the right business situation first before I do anything else. And I got a freestyle out right now too, off the Anne-Marie record. Check it out. I think it's got like 40,000 views on it, and that was like in a few weeks. And it's so funny. I'm not gonna say somebody told me not to put it out, but yeah.
Why they told you not to put it out?
Man, cause you know, I love people because I love people's feedback. Some people some people want to hear all day. Some people want to hear wrong. Some people want to hear another record. It's like moods. Every day you don't want to wake up talking about shooting somebody, correct? Every day you don't want to wake up feeling sad, listening to records like Usher. You know, it's moods. And I just want to make different moves for, different records for different moods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what's your creative process like? Do you punch in, do you write, or do both? Or?
Really, it's whatever. My best thing, okay, it's so funny. I heard Juicy J say this in an interview. I like to just get in the car, throw on the beats, just drive, and it's like most of my hooks, songs, everything just come to me right there. They're just like that. That's how it is. It's been right now, but don't get me wrong. As a kid, it used to be hard because I had ADD, so it would be hard. But I fought through the shit and figured it out. So
I got you.
Right.
Talk about the Louisville music scene, because it's in a lot different place today than it was 10 years ago when you first popped up.
Man, like shout out to Harlow, shout out to ESCG, shout out to Void, shout out to any nigga in the city or even in the state, because it's like everybody know that time, like it was a point in time in music where we hadn't been on since like Static, and this is way back when, so it was just like, to me, a blessing, and I'm happy how it went, because like I like how like Harlow's like, he's one part of the city, or he shows a certain demographic, and so does ESTG. But I feel like I'm a different one because I show both of them combined, because I've been in both sides. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, and I'm always gonna show my city love. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come from. You know.
Yeah, it's like there's so many different sounds coming out of Louisville right now.
Because we all want to be different. You can't be the same thing. You can't hear the same thing. If that's the case, we be listening to the same shit every day.
I think that. So speak on fatherhood, like the importance of fatherhood and what you've learned by being a father.
What I've learned about being a father is sometimes, even when you don't want to, kind of like what Boosie said, when you be tired as hell, you done all this, you still got to go get up and do what you got to do and make sure they straight. Talk to them, let them know things, just being a person and trying to better your kid, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just a job. Life's a job, so I'm just moving. I'm like the Flash right now. I'll probably be in like Tampa next week. I don't even know.
How many kids you got?
Altogether, I got 4 kids.
Oh, shit.
But of course, now I take it back 6 because I got stepkids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they count too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you balance everything? Like you said, you've been moving around a lot. Was it just kind of waiting for them to get older to where you can move around like that, or?
That too, and it's just, I could have did it a long time ago, but like I said, I was hard-headed. I just want to stay out in the streets, but you can't do that forever.
Yeah. And who's some of the producers you've been working with lately?
This one right here, mostly, like, it's kind of like some Drake and 40 shit. Like, you'll see, like, we got one record, you'll see, like, yeah, it's just like we locked in right now. Like, don't get me wrong, other producers been giving me certain records and stuff like that, but we locked in right now.
How'd you guys connect?
Through A-Rad, again.
Well, how did you and A-Rad? I guess that's the better question. Huh?
I hit him up on IG, and he was like, I sold him like the record that I did back then. And he was like, all right, send me some stuff. And I'd already bought like recording studio when I was on studio shit when I was on house arrest. So I just started recording a couple songs, started sending it to him, and before you know it, we just clicked. He told me, yeah, you give me the Bfb feature. I did it.
That's it.
Then he got me. But here's the thing. This is how genius this man is, and I will say this hands down. This nigga already knew Luh Tyler was gonna like blow up before everybody. He was telling me this like damn, in like December. So Florida Water, none of that shit had even dropped yet. And that's just what type of, he's a really good dude. But that's why I said I will never like hate on no nigga because where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people had to, pull strings, and even shout out to Carlos too. I can't even forget about him. He's the main one.
For sure, man. Shout out to Carlos, man. So, like, looking ahead to 2024, what's some plans, what's some goals you got set for yourself for this new year?
I'm gonna leave it question mark right now because a lot of things is in the air and I'm just waiting to see what happens. I'm not really even doing that. I'm just gonna sit and see what happens because a lot of shit is in the air right now.
Okay. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Stay in school, you know. If you decide you want to if you want to like mess with weed or something like that, go to the West Coast because it's legal. East Coast is, well, till we all get legal. And
It's becoming more and more legal everywhere, man.
not in them little states. What? Here, let this man tell you, he's a teacher. That's why I brought him here. He's a teacher, real shit. He's a teacher. Dead ass, you got to worry about my nigga Priest. He's the one, he been keeping shit in motion out in the city. And I haven't been, I've been moving, but that's why I had to bring him here because he's on some positive shit. And so much shit, I even go back and I still talk about Breonna Taylor. Since that shit, I ain't been the same. You got to understand, I grew up there, period. I ain't been nowhere else. And for that shit to happen, and I know that shit happens because I was harassed like that as a kid coming up. You gotta understand, the cops out there was like some New York shit, real shit.
I believe that. Yeah, I feel like that's one situation the city will never heal from, man.
Nah, that's why I just try to bring positive energy. Like at the end of the day, niggas can say, "Oh, I want positive energy." If you ain't trying to bring me no positive energy, you can get the fuck away from me, on God. So,
I dig that. Go ahead and plug your social media so everyone know where to follow you.
Okay, social media is Dren502. YouTube is Adrian Barnes 502. And yeah, Spotify, Adrian Barnes. And be looking out soon. We got the biggest record of this year, I'm already calling for me, is Tequila. Y'all be waiting for that. Like I said, Tequila.
Get that sponsorship, man.
Yeah. I hope so, man.
Or get your own tequila.
Yeah. Or I could, but I like that. They call it on the West Coast, they call it George Clooney. So I want some of that George Clooney. You get what I'm saying?
All right, you got any shout outs you want to give before we wrap it up?
Let's see. Shout out to my people behind me. Of course, A-Rad. Can't forget and shout out to God, because without him, I wouldn't even be here.
On the interstate, hope I get it there and back. Your baby mama wanna eat me like a midnight snack. Flow sick, run it up like I got a